should also remember that my university, Roma Tre University, has a significant presence of Jewish students among the student body. So that provocation almost made them uncomfortable there. So my Jewish friend did that courageous thing, and the flag fell down to the ground. Ironically, did you know what the communists told him? You are a Nazi tag.
One couldn't help but noticing the violence in the universities and the attempts to shut down debate and to intimidate professors who didn't hold certain views. How widespread is that? Because it seems to me that these people are setting the agenda. They may not be the majority, but they are defining what I would call an anti-Semitic reality, even though perhaps the majority of Italians are not anti-Semitic. But certainly the anti-Semitic element, and I call them the Palestinist element, are defining reality. We don't hear other people taking a stand. They're few and far between.
Yeah, I agree with you. University are the bulwark of anti-Semitic indoctrination and what you very powerfully describe as Palestinianism. So that kind of post-Marxist, third-worldist conception of the world that pervades places of culture like universities, academias, mainstream media as well. And the anecdote I wanted to share with you is concerning this precise element, because a university collective called Cambiare Rotta, which is linked to Stalinism and Leninism, so they're quite anachronistic in their views, recently hoisted a gigantic Palestinian flag on the fourth floor of our building, our university.
Yeah.
And from the square on the main entrance, a chorus rose up with the slogans "Fuck Trump," "Fuck Netanyahu," "Fuck Meloni," "Free Palestine from the river to the sea." And although they were a small group, I felt it was quite an intimidating act. But suddenly, my Jewish friend Joshua went upstairs, dragged down that gigantic flag, with many people that were surprised and wouldn't expect such an act of courage. You should also remember that my university, Roma Tre University, has a significant presence of Jewish students among the student body. So that provocation almost made them uncomfortable there. So my Jewish friend did that courageous thing, and the flag fell down to the ground. Ironically, did you know what the communists told him? You are a Nazi tag. So we are seeing a reversal of truth under the paradigm of Palestinianism. So a Jewish student like Joshua that bravely stands up against hatred is labeled as a far-right extremist. And conversely, people who are intimidating, shutting down debate, and misbehaving towards their colleagues are considered freedom fighters. And that shows how brainwashed and dangerously ill communists are. There are many people who support what that university collective, Cambiare Rotta, has done. But I also think, responding to what Vitor told some minutes ago, that there is a silent majority that is quietly but constantly reacting against violence and coercion. My university can be an example where there is a tiny minority shouting, crying hateful slogans, but the vast majority of students who doesn't show up are in favor of the recognition of the importance of our Jewish community and relentlessly support Israel, Eretz Israel, and the right of Israel to exist. So we have to face it and to get united in order to face hatred.
Yeah, you. That's very interesting because you anticipate what I wanted to say. Perhaps it is time for people like you, of course, bright people like you and your associates, perhaps to create something, some type of organization, some tangible facts on the ground, and not to leave the public spaces to these people, because this is what they want. They want to hijack, very much like the Islamists. You will have noticed the ubiquitous Palestinist flag at all these demonstrations, and the way people gather around it, rally around this flag all over Europe. When you see an Islamist demonstration, which is nothing, which may not have anything to do with Israel ostensibly, but you see this flag everywhere. This is the rallying cry. For example, very often you'll see them go and pray in front of a church.
Yeah.
You have these mass gatherings in front of a church. So perhaps it's time for people to take a stand and not just think good thoughts, but translate the thoughts into action, and to make their presence felt.
Yeah, if folks want to know more about Italy, myself and Marco, we held a podcast, when was that? It was a month ago, as I see here in our records. We spoke to Giovanni Giacaloni and Miriam Peretti, who are also two experts in Italy. We call it Italy in Flames, pro-Palestinian protests shake the nation. I'm going to put the link here in the comments that people, they want to check it perhaps this weekend or whenever they have a couple of hours.